What's going on, YouTube? I am back with another live stream. Today, I wanted to talk about the Falcon and Winter Soldier episodes 1 and 2. As I've told you all before, I'm not very big on the Captain America comic books or even John Walker Captain America. So I don't know much about this. So all of this is just coming from kind of trying to read up on it quickly as I'm watching the show. So I'm hoping that I can give y'all some information that I'm just learning. And then just kind of my thoughts and my views on it as well. John Walker was introduced in episode 1. Episode 1 was kind of a slower episode. Again, I'm not trying to give any spoilers, so I'm not gonna. I don't want to say too much. It might have a few spoilers, but I'm hoping that everybody has had a chance to watch it so far, and we can just get right into it. So back to episode 1. Episode 1 was a little slow. It was kind of catching everybody up on what Falcon and Winter Soldier have both been doing. There was a lot of interesting things going on. Falcon's still running missions for the military, it looks like, and he has a new friend. I don't remember the man's name, but he has kind of a intel guy who's helping him with all his missions. That was pretty cool. We got to see Falcon in action, doing a job and learning about the Flag Smashers, I believe is what they're called. And so he goes around doing that, and Bucky is with an elderly man. I guess he's befriended this man since the end game, and he's talking to a therapist as well, and the therapist is asking him about dreams. It was very interesting, this dream, because at first I thought it was possibly Baron Zemo who was at the hotel and who killed someone. I thought it was Baron Zemo, but it turns out that it was actually the elderly man's son that Winter Soldier attacked when he was brainwashed. So that was very interesting. Also, we had Rhodey talking to Falcon. In this episode, Falcon gives up the shield, and a lot of people were asking me, why was Rhodey so upset? I kind of feel like it speaks for itself why he was so upset. Captain America gave this honor to the Falcon, and the Falcon kind of turned it away, possibly thinking he wasn't good enough. How could anybody live up to one of the greatest superheroes of all time in Captain America? So I could see why he gave it up, but I could also see why Rhodey would be upset with that. I mean, it was passed directly from Captain America. So that's kind of a big thing. Like, it's kind of telling him, hey, I want you to take over. And when you turn that away, it could be disappointing to a lot of people who may want that title or feel like you are the best person for the job. At the end of episode 1, we do run into the Flag Smashers, and it looks like they are stealing something. It doesn't show much, but it looks like they are doing something really bad, and possibly they could be the villains of this series. Now, getting into episode 2, we see the group of people, and it looks like they're stealing some more stuff. But this time it looks a little different. I do, from my opinion, when Falcon and Winter Soldier go to stop them, it kind of looks like they're stealing this to do the right thing, and maybe they're being shown in a villain light when really they aren't the villains. Obviously, we do hear Baron Zemo's name at the end of this episode. We also see John Walker and John Walker's sidekick. And that's very interesting to me as well, because it kind of seems like the government picked a new Captain America for somebody they thought they can control. To me, it doesn't seem like John Walker is going to be the next best thing for Captain America. I mean, I know everybody knows that eventually Falcon or Winter Soldier is going to be the next Captain America, and it looks like it's probably going to be Falcon. I know both have taken the mantle at some points in the comics, but it kind of looks like they're leaning towards Falcon being the next Captain America. So, which I think would fit best for the series and for the MCU. John Walker just kind of seems like a hothead, possibly somebody who's going to mess up because they're I guess when it gets to him that he's not ever going to live up to Captain America, it could be pretty bad for everybody involved. Maybe the government. I've heard people mention the Thunderbolts. John Walker could be part of the Thunderbolts, which is a group that Thunderbolt Ross is in charge of. It just doesn't seem like things are going to go well for John Walker. We also see Winter Soldier and Falcon kind of talk some things out. Winter Soldier also brought us to another character. His name is Isaiah Bradley. Turns out that Isaiah Bradley is actually another person that had the super soldier serum after the original doctor who created it had been killed. They recreated a whole bunch of serums. He was one of 300 African American or Black Americans who were given the super soldier serum, and Isaiah Bradley and a handful of others actually lived through the process. Isaiah Bradley was put in prison for stealing a Captain America suit and shield to complete his mission in Germany. Once he arrived back from his mission, or after being captured, because he was captured in Germany, once he arrived back, he was actually put in prison for life for stealing a Captain America suit and shield. While in prison, they did tests, they did blood work, trying to see how the super soldier serum affected him and how come it worked so well for him and not for others. And during this time, it deteriorated his mind. It affected his body a lot while he was in prison. And the only reason why he got out is because his wife at the time wrote a letter every month to the president, until finally, when President Eisenhower, I believe, took office, he finally pardoned Isaiah Bradley. So Isaiah Bradley lives kind of in solitary by himself at his home, and he has a lot of brain damage, memory loss. His body's deteriorating, his brain's deteriorating, and so he just kind of hides out on his own. And it was so cool to see Isaiah Bradley in this episode, because I had no idea that there was a Black Captain America, and I think that it just pushes the envelope even more for Falcon to take up that mantle, to do Isaiah Bradley justice at the end of the series. Kind of give him a nod to Isaiah Bradley, like, hey, you started the Black Captain America mantle. I'm going to go ahead and take it up because you're inspiring me. I know Isaiah Bradley hasn't done anything to inspire Falcon, but it would be a huge, it would be so huge for the show, for the character. And he could learn a little bit from Isaiah Bradley, I feel. Obviously, this is all my opinions. You may not agree with me, and that's fine. I mean, what do you guys think about Isaiah Bradley? I thought it was awesome to be introduced to another super soldier that was on the good side, not a villain. Obviously, he had the same serum as the Abomination in the Incredible Hulk, and we all saw what happened with the Abomination. And so just seeing someone who didn't affect them like the Abomination, and he still stayed on the good side and fought for America, and even took up the Captain America mantle without the government's approval, but he took it up and he did it justice, and he was put away because of that. So that's kind of interesting to me. At the end of the episode, they said they needed to go talk to Baron Zemo. Baron Zemo was the villain in Captain America Winter Soldier. And he's kind of the guy that helped brainwash Winter Soldier. So it's kind of an interesting aspect for this series to bring him in. I don't know much about Captain America, but I do see that they're bringing Baron Zemo's mask in, which I think is really cool, just to have him closer to the comics. I think that's very, very cool. As for the future of the series, I think there's an interesting dynamic between Winter Soldier and Falcon. I think that Winter Soldier has a lot of knowledge from Steve Rogers, Captain America, that he can share with Falcon. And I think that he will become open to doing so. And I think Falcon is already beating himself up for giving that shield back. which how could anybody have known that that was going to happen? I get it. But I think now, especially after meeting Isaiah Bradley, I think that knowing that there was already a black Captain America, it kind of takes some pressure off of him. That I don't know if maybe that would give pressure to Falcon, but that could be a big thing, being the first black Captain America. And now he doesn't have to worry about it because there was already one. I think that's going to help with Falcon wanting to take up the mantle. And I think with Bucky being so close to him, or they're working their stuff out, but I think them working together throughout the season will really allow Falcon to really learn more about Steve Rogers, to really learn how he could use a shield, how Steve Rogers was such a great Captain America, and I think he'll teach all that to Falcon. There was also something that happened in this episode that I thought was very cool. A very big Black Panther fan, and the Winter Soldier was the White Wolf when he was staying in Wakanda. The Black Panther helped him with his arm, and he protected Wakanda while he was there. He was the White Wolf, and he was kind of a silent assassin, not so much an assassin, but like a silent protector, kind of like stayed in the shadows. But they deemed him the White Wolf, and I thought, man, when he acknowledged that in the show, I thought that was so awesome. And maybe they'll do that going forward. Maybe he'll be the White Wolf, and Falcon will be the next Captain America. I think that would be a very cool thing to happen in this show. I know there's a ton more that is going to happen. I know there's a ton more that could happen. I hope that the Flag Smashers, I don't remember the girl's name. I think it was Carly in this episode, I believe, or Carla. I'm not sure. I don't remember her name, but I hope she becomes a Young Avenger. I know they're getting ready to set up the Young Avengers with Wiccan and Speed from WandaVision. I believe Isaiah Bradley's grandson also has super soldier-ish strength-ish powers. So I think he could be part of this new Young Avengers group. I think he was the Star Spangled Kid, I believe, if I read that right. I could be wrong. Please correct me if I am wrong. But I think they're doing some good things with the MCU. They're developing a lot of stories, a lot of characters for future movies, future shows. I'm very excited about everything that's happening with the MCU. I know once Falcon and Winter Soldier is done, we have Loki coming out, and that's pretty exciting too. There's a lot of news that came out about Loki, with him going through all the different multiverses and stopping the other Lokis or helping the other Lokis. So their timeline or their realities are okay, or they're safe in their realities. There's a lot of news coming out. There's also a lot of news for Disneyland, and that'll be on another video. But this show is awesome, and I hope that all of you get a chance to watch it. And I hope that some of the information I gave you with Isaiah Bradley, with Baron Zemo, with the Flag Smashers, I hope that helps you get through these episodes. I hope I didn't give too much away. It is an awesome series. It is a very good watch. I thoroughly enjoy watching them every morning at 2 a.m. every Friday morning at 2 a.m. It's really good. And if you all like this video, or have any comments or anything you want to add to my videos, please leave a comment down below, and I'll answer it as quickly as I can. We also do have our pins at 100 subscribers. I do have a couple pins I'm giving away, Disney pins. At 250 subscribers, I do have the Mandalorian lithographs. So please like, share, and subscribe, and we'll get those out as soon as we reach those milestones. But for everybody who watched, thank you so very much. I hope you have a wonderful evening, wonderful day, wonderful morning, whenever you're watching this video. And as always, it's a great, big, beautiful tomorrow. I'll see you then.